Hi everybody, welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. Happy Friday evening. I don't know about you guys, I'm glad it's the weekend, even though I gotta work a little bit tomorrow. It's still the weekend. So, wanted to talk a little bit about House of Homelight and also a project that one of the House of Homelight members has taken on to try and get some clarity and some information out there for, it's a little better, for the Terry built saws. And for you guys that don't know what I'm talking about there, Terry was the subsidiary of Textron, which owned Homelight. Terry was a subsidiary in Canada that produced saws. So this tag on the Super XL 922, if that focuses like I think it will, says Terry Industries, Division of Textron, Canada, Point Claire, Quebec. Would help if I learned to talk tonight. So anyway, there were certain models that were produced in Canada and only in Canada. The Super XL 922 is one of those, but even the 925, an awful lot of those for a good many years were produced in Canada. But the documentation on these is even worse than a lot of the American-built ones that, if you want production numbers and stuff like that, it's just not out there. We don't have it. We have ways to decode the serial numbers for the most part, and that helps. But what one of the members on House of Homelight has done, 5 Terry Super Saws, I believe is his handle on the forum there, he started making a list of all the UT numbers. And on this type of tag, if you go back to the video and look at where it zoomed in, this one is labeled type, and the number is 50047. Well, in this case, type is the UT number. So what he's been doing is compiling this beautiful list of the model and the UT number and what it is, any information that he's got that he can put in there, so that there's at least something out there. Because in a lot of cases, the guy won't know. He may have a UT on his saw and all this labeling has been worn off, or vice versa, and there's no way to kind of look up parts. So I'll post a link to that thread down in the comments section of the video here, or the description section of the video here. But this is also a good time that should remind all of you, if you haven't gone to House of Homelight, you ought to stop in, check it out. I know forums are kind of dated, I guess is the right way to put it. Everybody likes the Facebook, Instagram, all this other stuff. It's more instant, more of a instantaneous connection. But for those of us that still don't mind waiting a couple hours for somebody to see something, or even a couple of days, let's be real, the forum has a ton of information on there. There's some really, really great members with a ton of knowledge. Our 2 moderators, Greg and Dan, they're phenomenal. They welcome new members almost immediately. And if there's a question that they don't have the answer to, somebody's going to probably come along who does. But again, there's so many members that have a wealth of knowledge over there. Really, you ought to check it out. And again, check out the link, if nothing else, with the information to these Terry built Homelites, because there's not a lot of information out on the web for these. Most of the time, if you Google a UT number for one of these, you don't come up with too much. It's only on maybe the XL 76 models and a few of those that'll come up. But anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there and see if I can get a few of you guys interested in coming over to House of Homelight.